This is crazy right here.
Hey, yo, Ash, you crazy for this one?
Listening to Power Plug Radio, home of your throwback jams.
Yeah. It is Throwback Thursday, and we already on what is this, March 11th?
Yeah, man.
Time is flying, y'all.
Time is flying.
When you doing good things and positivity flowing and the energy is just hitting. You know what I'm saying? You know what happened when that happened. Time flies, y'all. When you're having a good time. When you're sitting around, you're depressed, you're miserable. Man, you can't wait for tomorrow to come. But me, man, listen, it's a great day every day.
It's a great day every day.
It's a great day. You know what I'm saying?
It's a great day every day. Good morning, Nisha. Yeah, man, it's just crazy. I'm just elated this morning. Lots of good things. Oh, yeah, so guys, our Branding 101 Creating Branding Strategy class starts tonight. I'm super duper excited. Oh my gosh, I'm super excited. It's just been crazy. Like the amount of businesses we've already started working with, the excitement that people have, and they're just like, oh my gosh, this is so exciting. Like even the intake coachings are like crazy, and we got all the materials together for you guys. I'm super excited. I can't wait. Because the thing is, when we're talking about branding, like my business as a whole is going through this process with you guys because we're in the middle of a rebrand while we are doing this.
Yes.
So, just going from, going to becoming a full-scale marketing agency, and that was never the plan, but it just happened, right? Yeah. And so now we are positioning ourselves to walk the talk. So the things that we're teaching everyone, we're implementing ourselves. So, that's kind of cool. To be learning alongside you guys, and it's been a lot of being in the lab, research and development. I feel like I've been challenging myself as a designer. It's like the graphic designer has just jumped up out of me, and it's like I went to design school.
That is.
So it's just so many great things happening, and to see my amazing team jumping in and everybody operating in purpose and doing what they love. And for us to be able to just work together and hang out and push each other. And I tell people all the time, my office is enchanted because you go in there and you lose time, and you just vision.
Yep.
And so I'm super excited. I wish we could host our classes in person, but I mean, like our roster is just growing like crazy, and I hope you guys feel the energy. We have so much in store, so it's not too late to sign up. Tonight is the first class. We are going to do a repeat of each class every 8 weeks. So if you miss a class, you'll get another one every 8 weeks, but you'll also get the materials.
Right.
And so, because we giving homework, assignments, projects, all these things, because we want to make sure you guys walk away with tangible things. I want you to come to me with nothing and walk away with everything, everything that we can possibly give you to take your business to the next level. So I'm super excited. I haven't really been able to sleep well. I went to bed late, woke up early.
Yeah.
Because it's the first day. It's like the first day of school. So I'm super excited. It's not too late to sign up. You can still go to beyourbestyoullc.com/trainings and sign up, and then just email us and let us know that you want to take tonight's class. That way we can actually get you in the class, and we'll just do the enrollment part on the back end. So,
Right.
yeah, and some people already started doing that this morning. So,
Really?
yeah,
People on the job early, huh?
I made the post like at 7:00 this morning, and I'm already getting emails. Hey, can you enroll me in the class?
Wow.
So you posted it?
Yep, I posted it. I posted it.
Yeah, people. So if you guys haven't signed up for this particular,
Signed up, I'm ready.
this branding and strategy class, you guys better go sign up now, because I'm telling you, it's definitely worth it. It's free.
It's free. It's free.
And that's one of the things that's wrong with us. You know what I'm saying? we get offered stuff for free, and then we don't take advantage of it, and then wonder why,
Good stuff too.
wonder why, your stuff looking raggedy, because you don't take advantage of the stuff that's offered to you.
Right.
So these
And
resources are out here, people.
They are. They're out here. And
I'm skeptical right now because they,
well, you have to realize.
and it's
that
just just on my end, you know what
you
I'm
have to
saying?
look at but you gotta look at where the funding is coming from. State level wants your business.
Oh, yeah.
So they hold, because it's from the funding's from the state. They require certain things that they need for their reporting and things like that. And nothing in life is truly free. There's some level of accountability, right? So I think that's kind of where it is. But don't miss out for something small like that.
Yeah.
With
zero.
Right, because in the grand scheme because in the grand scheme of things, what you put will not disqualify you.
Right.
This is just for demographic reporting. So when we're talking about annual report, we were able to help this people in this demographic, this demographic,
this age,
that actually helps with more funding. So it's just data collection, and it can be tedious, but don't let that stop you from taking advantage of a great opportunity, because it's just people and coming from the other end of it, the data is important. When you're talking about giving out money, board of directors want to know where the money is going, who is it going to, how is it being used. The only way to be able to do that is data collection, right? So don't let that stop you. But so it's not too late. We have it set up to where it's a rolling, and you can just jump in where we are, and then we'll catch you back up on the back end. But at the end of the day, the things that we're teaching in class will be reinforced in coaching, so nobody's going to get left behind.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, listen,
It
man.
is posted on our Power Plug Radio Facebook page, so you guys go check it out.
Get with it. Get with the program. I'm telling you, you would not be disappointed. Paige definitely, her and her team, they are excited and hyped up and ready to help all y'all.
I truly got confidence that they'll help me get to the next level with Urban Drinkery. So let's do it.
Yes, guys. So I'm sorry, I was just super excited. I had to get that out early this morning. And I once again want to just say how grateful I am for my team. Like, oh my gosh, so amazing. Best gift ever. Best gift of 2021 thus far. So let's get into this weather, guys. It's 65 with a high of 79. So, it's going to be a great day today. I have to say my biggest challenge now in working in an office is being like, it's so beautiful outside. I just want to go to the beach. So I can't wait until this weekend, because that sounds like a beach day to me. After your event, Chandra, I think it's a beach day for me.
That's why I say ending at 12 is like perfect.
Yeah.
It's full, and then you can do what you need to do.
Yeah. Go take a nap. Well, we're going thrifting.
Okay, yeah, because I do remember Tanya saying that.
Yeah,
Like,
we're going thrifting. Nisha gonna show us some things, so we're going thrifting and
Thrifting. Oh my God.
Yes.
that's just a curious thing. Oh my, and I'm happy. I'm happy because she doesn't spend a lot of money, but she brings a lot back.
Yeah,
from
yeah,
thrifting, and she's good with it. So hey, I was happy.
yeah. So that's that'll be exciting. But great weather, guys. Traffic was a little heavy this morning. I'm like, what is really going on? Let's see. Looks like traffic is really heavy in Tampa. There are some slowdowns around 75 and 275, as well as the Selman connector. On Pinellas side, everything is clear so far. I just felt like there was just some slow drivers this morning. A lot of trucks. I guess they're transporting or whatever. So yeah, it just kind of, excuse me, made it a little difficult getting here this morning. But yeah, it kind of made me think of pre-pandemic days, driving to work in the morning when traffic was heavy. Yeah. So.
Make you mad before you come in to work. Like, oh.
Exactly. Like, what is really happening today?
Yeah.
No. So stimulus checks on the way.
Uh-oh.
What's on the way?
The stimulus checks.
No.
They say around the 15th.
They send these letters out telling you, oh yeah, you gonna receive your stimulus check, and it's gonna take you about 7 days for it to come. So if you got your letter,
I got that letter in February, and I got my stimulus check in December, January, and they sent it telling me a second check was on the way.
yeah, talking about a second check.
And the second, I was like, I've been had the second check so long ago.
So who knows now when what's
doing?
coming if they screwing up like that.
I don't know what they got going on.
I do remember that letter. Like, okay.
And it ain't the $1,400 y'all think it's gonna be either.
What you talking about?
It's not.
No, it ain't $1,400.
It says by the end of March. Yes, you will see $1,400 checks by the end of the month.
Oh, I ain't get that letter.
So no, the $600 that's an old one.
That's an old one.
That's old. They send that junk out like 2 months after the money hit.
Right. Exactly.
What?
Exactly.
It's crazy.
And it confused me. I'm like, what?
Because I got excited for a second. I'm like, I got more money coming. No, you don't. No, you don't, people. No.
Wow.
I hit submit late
Yes.
with this letter.
People are tripping with the money. Okay? They're dragging their feet with the money.
They dragging their feet.
Yes. I got time.
It's taking forever for that money to get there.
So, somebody got to take theirs off the top. You know how it go.
Exactly. So basically, what the new stimulus bill is supposed to be signed on Friday. It says it's going to be $1,400 checks as well as $300 per week extra jobless aid for millions of unemployed people. Listen, people, don't take these people money, okay?
Please.
If you got a job or you got a business that's bringing in some income, do not take these people money. Because you got people who have literally nothing, okay? Don't be greedy.
Yeah, don't be greedy, y'all.
The expansion of the child tax credit for low-income households will also help families as well. So there, some relief coming. The tax credit is actually going to be $3,000 per child. I need some kids.
You do? Listen, they got some down in the hood that you can get. There's some down in the hood that you can get. Listen, it's a woman down there with 7 children. She always looking for
Somebody.
a beneficiary.
Listen, y'all, with that, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back.
We'll be back.
We'll be back, you guys.
You're listening to Power Plug Radio. Home of your throwback jams.
Yeah, we are back off this little nice little break where we had some nice jams. Hope y'all enjoyed that. You know what I'm saying?
Back, y'all.
Nice some jams.
We back, y'all.
Yeah.
So there's something I wanted to. So how y'all still feel about Clubhouse? Because people were super excited about it for 2 hot seconds, and then ain't nobody heard nothing. What's going on?
I mean, I still like Clubhouse. You know, Clubhouse still rocking.
And some new shiny pennies all over.
You know, Clubhouse still rocking.
To it now, and you know.
I think some of the novelty has worn off. Because at first it was like, oh, I'm in the club and you not. And now it's like, everybody in the club. We all in here now.
It's
Everybody
crowded
in.
now. It's crowded now.
We all in here now. I mean, I've popped on a couple. Learned a couple of things. So, with that being said, it says deleting your Clubhouse account is a nightmare, especially for sex workers.
For who?
Sex workers.
What is they? What? What them
prostitutes and stuff.
Prostitute?
Yeah.
How they know they on there?
Well, I'm about to tell you.
What the?
So,
Weird.
So they now has, as of mid-February, there's 10 million users. And the demand for the accounts are so high that people are trying to sell the invites for $100. But the problem lies in deleting the account. It says it's a potentially serious safety concern for users now struggling to do so as they see their professional and personal lives unwillingly mixed. The problem is twofold. Clubhouse requires users to sign up with phone numbers and also requires access to users' entire phone contact list to send out invites to other people. As the app is still invite only, this forces people to share their contact list if they want to invite their friends or colleagues to the platform. With full access to your contact list and with the database matching phone numbers to Clubhouse accounts, the app both prompts you to follow users whose phone numbers are in your phone and lets you see which of your friends are on Clubhouse, even if those friends don't have Clubhouse accounts in their real names. So while valuable...
Go back. What you
It says, with full access to your contact list and with database matching phone numbers to Clubhouse accounts, the app both prompts you to follow users whose phone numbers are in your phone, and it lets you see which of your friends are on Clubhouse, even if those friends don't have Clubhouse accounts in their real name. So let's say you sign up for Clubhouse and you put your name as James Jackson.
Right.
It's going to show up in my phone that James Jackson is really Antonio Brown because it goes based off the number.
Wow.
Yes. So while valuable from a Silicon Valley growth perspective, this kind of discoverability can cause serious problems for historically vulnerable populations, for instance, sex workers, who often attempt to keep their work lives separate from their personal lives. And we've seen time and time again, people outed as past or present sex workers have faced harassment, been fired, and been made to deal with the real world consequences. So now these consequences are unfolding on Clubhouse. So Heather Jana says she's a sex worker and former Clubhouse user. I wish they had another word than sex
worker.
Says my contact list is very large. I've had the same phone number for about 15 years at this point. There are all kinds of people in my contacts that I would never want to alert to my presence on social media platforms. Family members, exes, former co-workers, people with whom I deliberately do not share the details of my work, sex, social media life, nor do I want to. Jana joined on December 3rd and was horrified to see old college friends adding her on the app. What? Notably, her Clubhouse username, which she said she was unable to change, was her sex worker persona, meaning anyone who had her phone number and joined Clubhouse would then be aware of her work.
Oh, man.
She said, I deliberately did not have my contact sharing enabled to prevent this very thing from ever happening.
Right. Oh.
Yeah.
That's jammed. That's
Those are things that we don't think about.
Yeah.
We definitely don't, man. How do How did they create an app that collect all that information?
Well, you have to
See what
sign
I'm
up
saying?
with your phone number, and so
Your phone number
and then
got
you have to
everything
give it.
attached.
See, this
I
is the
mean,
thing. While
the
my
analytics.
phone number, So if your phone number, because even though I'm on Clubhouse on a whole nother number, the invite came to my phone number, my actual number. And so people that I know, like I see like an old boss started following me. I'm like, how do you block somebody?
Right.
How do you do that? But yeah, so basically, it registers who's in your contact list and it sends you suggestions, say just like Instagram does
Yeah,
and
when they
Facebook
say
does.
be
Yes,
on alert or
exactly. I don't get those because the phone I'm using on Clubhouse is not my actual phone. It's a different phone. So I don't get those invites, but other people are getting it because my number is registered. So my suggestion is if you're going to use Clubhouse, get another phone.
Definitely. You better, you got to think outside the box and you got to be smart because what seems to be happening is, I guess a lot of people have past that they don't want people to know about or have past they want to forget about.
Yeah.
And people that they want to forget about. You know what I'm saying? So, people are, with these social media platforms, what people are normally doing is reinvent themselves.
Yeah.
And when you do that, you try to get rid of the old and bring out somebody brand new.
Yeah.
And, that's been a lot of people's therapy, to reinvent themselves and come out with somebody brand new and recreate the mindset of who they are because they know what their past holds and certain things they don't want to get out. You know what I'm saying? They don't want people to know, where they at, what they're doing. And like the lady said, I don't want my exes knowing what social media platforms I'm on or family members seeing these pictures or seeing me, being able to find me on these platforms. You know what I'm saying? Because, it is sometimes hard to get away from your past. It is sometimes hard to get away from your past. But one thing that we have to realize is, and we have to teach this to the youth, is your past will come back to haunt you. It will come back to haunt you at times. So we have to make sure that we're being, mindful of that because, a lot of times, we never know what we're getting ourselves into when we sign up for these particular apps or when we, put our credit cards online and, identity theft, all types of things are possible. So, and I don't blame a lot of people for doing what they do as far as changing their persona or names and things like that because, again, some people definitely want to get away from what they used to be in their past and, things like that and move on, and basically, try to, I guess, heal from what they went through and be strong.
Right. Right.
So Clubhouse a trip though. I'm on Clubhouse and right now let me go to Clubhouse. Let me see what the hell they got going on. So I can't go on here and so they telling me to invite people right now. I got some invites and I got some
Right there.
yeah. I got
Like
some
friends.
notifications and then I got some people they asking me to follow. I don't know who they is. Who is these people?
I don't know, sir.
Who are they?
I don't know, sir.
Yeah. But Clubhouse definitely has a lot of good information. I don't want to just talk bad about it.
No, it's not bad.
It definitely has a lot of good information on there. You definitely can make some nice contacts. And you'll learn a lot too. You definitely can learn a lot. Clubhouse be dropping some knowledge, some jewels on there.
No, it does. It does.
So it's a catch-22 with this Clubhouse thing. Some people like it, some people love it, some people trying to get away from it because of all it does, as far as with information like you're talking about, giving it away. But shoot,
just like the apps, you know. Yeah, just get all your info,
I hate apps that don't let you get out though. That don't let you delete them.
or it has like something attached to it. I can't stand.
So you mean to tell me if I go to my little thing and I just
Pop-up.
delete the app altogether, it ain't gonna let me delete it?
It's gonna just be kind of hard to.
It's gonna be still going in the background
Yeah.
every time.
Yeah, I mean, these are the things that you have to think
Like a
about
parasite.
when you are
Oh yeah. It just be lingering back there.
freely giving your information.
Can't even get rid of it. Once you download it, you can't get rid of it.
Sitting there.
Yeah, something to think about.
It's in there lurking.
That's Apple. Apple. Lurk.
Apple also has. Well, did we talk about that? The sleeping virus.
What?
Sleeping virus.
What's that?
Apple has a sleeping virus.
No.
What's the sleeping virus?
Let me look it
I
up.
was saying, I've never heard this on
Yeah, because we talked about. I don't know if this was us, but I was having a conversation with somebody, and they was telling me that Apple has a sleeping virus that can just be activated at any time.
I mean, but sleeping the phone or
Yeah, like it's inside the phone, and it's like it can trigger all the phones, and I couldn't get all the information, but yeah, it's crazy.
Are you pulling our leg, Tonio?
I'm serious.
never.
Apple, the iPhone has it's a virus inside of it that
They could have some virus problems. No sleeping with.
I see.
And I'm
That's
just
why I
trying to
don't
see
mess
how
with
that
it.
works. Like,
That's why I don't
activates
mess
all
with
the
it.
phones.
yeah.
We'll come back to
It's
you on
like
that one.
it's like one of that one movie that Samuel Jackson was in.
Which one?
I was gonna say, which one?
The one where he was trying to kill everybody with the phones. Yeah, he had them put the bombs in the phone. He had that one lady that was going around beating people up with the legs.
No,
What movie was that, man? With Samuel Jackson. Somebody help me in the comments.
I
Y'all know what I'm
have
talking about.
never seen this.
Sir.
I never
Yeah.
I don't
beating
get it,
people up
sir.
with the legs. What?
Yeah, man, he had a hench lady with him, with black hair that used to go around kicking people butt. I think that was in
Rose
Kingsman.
McGowan?
Kingsman.
Oh, yeah.
Kingsman.
She
Kingsman.
could
That's
take
what
a
it
leg
was.
off or something.
Kingsman.
Oh,
So in
yeah.
Kingsman,
I don't know
they
about
was
taking
trying
the
to
leg off, no.
they was trying to blow people up with the phones.
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like something that we need to be aware of.
The cell phones are known to blow up because remember that situation where I forgot which one was blowing up in your hand.
Yeah, and then one burnt the man pee
Yeah, ear, right? Was it, you said pupil?
Yep.
pee.
Yep.
Oh,
Pee-pee.
well, he just had it sitting right. It just boom.
Oh my God.
Gosh, dang.
Terrible.
Yeah, man.
So on Clubhouse, they have this millionaire breakfast business over breakfast every morning, and you be catching people like Grant Cardone on there, B Millionaire,
I might just
Fat
have to go ahead and
Nagy.
get me, what Spectrum was offering me.
I went
So
and got an
many of them
iPhone. I went
Yeah.
and got a little one. That's my work phone, too.
So many
Yeah,
of these
that's
people.
what I was gonna use.
They also have a room where you can go in and do miniature Shark Tanks. You can pitch your idea to them.
Really?
I
Yeah.
just tell them to
You
go
can-
ahead and send it to me.
Yeah, you can pitch your idea in these rooms, and these people will tell you to DM them, and they will get back to you. Okay. And you can really, talk to these people.
That's wonderful. Today.
Telling you, get in
So
there.
let me send this email.
Telling
Yeah.
Send me your phone.
Yeah, I went and got it.
you. You did?
Yeah, she
I
told us. She
Clubhouse.
got
Yeah, I see you on Clubhouse now. Real estate wholesaler education. Ask unlimited questions.
Yeah, I am.
Pre-market movers. Science of getting rich. Listen, people, if y'all ain't got no stocks yet, man, in the stock market or doing anything with investing, you need to slap your damn self.
I'm
You hear me?
good. Bitcoin.
Slap your damn self right now, because this is the time to get into some investments, people. You got to put your money where your mouth at. You know, y'all want to leave something behind for your kids. This is the time to do it.
Yeah.
There are things where you can put aside for your children. There are these apps and programs where you can save $5 a day right now, and your child have over $100,000 by the time they turn 18. You know, there's all types of little IRA accounts you can get for your child. You know, life insurance.
Life insurance. Yeah,
You know what I'm
that's a huge
saying?
thing. So that's another thing that BFSU we've done. We've actually partnered with Insure Financial.
Y'all did?
Yes, we did.
What?
So as a partner with Insure Financial, you guys can book a consultation through them. We'll connect you to book a consultation, and we'll also be holding webinars for you to learn more about how you can become your own personal bank, and how life insurance can actually give you some leverage if you kind of, played around and you don't have nothing to leave your family. Getting you a life insurance policy could be the way. And then also, the different types of life insurance, because we think it's just one. So they go through the different types of life insurance. They explain the benefits of each, and then also, how do you, their process, they're actually a Black-owned insurance firm in Lakeland, and their process is based off of 3 books. And those 3 books tell you about how you become your own personal banker. So that's their main goal, is teaching you how to do that. So, yeah, look forward to that. About next month, we'll start doing those online sessions and getting you guys connected with them.
That's good.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Y'all hear this?
Get us together.
Paige
Telling you, y'all.
Paige working it, y'all.
Get us together.
Working
Out
it.
here in these streets.
Working it.
So, but let me tell you, for real, when you take a leap of faith and decide to operate in your purpose, things chase you down. The opportunities that I've been a part of, none of them I've had to ask for. They have found me. People call, hey, I see what you're doing. I want to partner with you. Hey, I want to do this. And I never just jump and say, hey, yeah, I have to pray about it, make sure it's in line, make sure it's not just good, make sure it's God. But since I took the leap of faith and became a full-time entrepreneur, every opportunity has come to me. And so that's when you know you're operating in purpose, when it chases you down. People chase me down to help me, to work with me, to do all these different things. And that's why I'm always so grateful. That's part of the reason I be crying all the time. Sometimes I'm sad. Sometimes it's just joy and gratefulness.
Right.
And so it's unbelievable what happens when you take your hands off the wheel and truly let the Lord guide your steps, because at the end of the day,
Order my steps in your word. Please order my steps in your word.
seriously,
This is true.
we had a conversation last night. Tanya created this visual where it's a visual of a teddy bear, a little girl holding a teddy bear, and God is asking for the teddy bear, but behind his back, he has a teddy bear that's like 10 times the size of what she has. And we'll hold on to that little teddy bear, not knowing, like, God's like, if you just give me this, I promise I'm going to give you this.
Right.
So when you're talking about that job, that relationship, the business partner, the business model, whatever, you may not be thinking big enough.
Yep.
We think within our own power. When I went to go look for an office space, I was looking for something that could fit about 2 people. I was not even thinking about what is happening right now. And to be able to say, hey, this is just the first location. I'm going to start calling this headquarters, because this is just about to blow up. And that wasn't even something that I was thinking about. So, the thing that I kind of started saying when COVID started was, because people asked me, what are you going to do? I was like, I don't know. God will provide. God going to pay for it. He going to pay for it. And no check has come back void. So at the end of the day, you know, and truly being able to live in freedom, you got to be willing to let go of the wheel and take that step. And it is so very, very, very scary. I will not tell you it's not scary. But so many days I'm like, well, Paige, why didn't you take this sooner? Like, why didn't you do this sooner? Because, you know, even some of the, but also I think I'm kind of glad that I took a little longer.
Why?
Because,
Why are you glad?
because it forced me to depend solely on God and not on resources, other resources, things that I could do within my power.
Right.
So, you know, what the enemy made for bad in terms of me not stepping out on fair, the Lord made for good. Like, okay, well, I'm about to show you better than I can tell you. And all I can express is gratefulness because it's crazy. Because I don't have to ask. Like, you know, that I wanted partnerships, I wanted speaking engagements, all these different things, and it just comes.
Hey,
I think
that's
good
how it
work.
works sometimes. You know what I mean? When everything aligns and start to fall into place, you know, there's no feeling that can explain that. You know what I'm saying? Because again, you can be excited. You're gonna be, you know, the adrenaline gonna be rushing. But man, look here. When you know that you're backed by whatever power that you backed by, and you believe in that, and it's you have no questions, then I mean, sky's the limit. There's nothing that can stop you. There's nothing that can stop you, man. I'm telling you. But you got to also have that mindset that, you know, you're gonna get up and you're gonna do the work too.
Oh, yeah.
That's definitely that's what it takes. It takes work.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just thinking that you're gonna be able to pray on it.
Gotta get out there and do the work.
Yeah, no, you
That ain't
definitely
gonna
gotta
work.
do the work. Like, why y'all think I be coming in here dragging?
I'm telling you.
Just dragging. I be like, voice heavy. I'm tired. But the work pays off, man.
It does. It does. It definitely does.
The
you
work
know.
pays off.
And it
no
feels
matter.
good too.
Yeah.
It feels good. And that's what people don't realize, man. This stuff feels good to do when you're doing, you know, the work that you set out to do.
Yeah.
You know, fulfilling your purpose.
It's
So.
wonderful. It's such a blessing. And I don't take it lightly.
That's right.
I think that's the part that people don't get. Like, you can't take these things lightly. And I don't. Because I know God could have chosen someone else
Right.
to do it. And I am constantly saying, like, I don't want to be left behind. I don't want to be looking like, dang, I wish I would have just done this or said this or I don't want that. Like, I don't want to be living a life that I've had to settle for because I didn't take every opportunity afforded to me.
Right.
That's right.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to be singing like the lady said on Sister Act, singing my shoulda, coulda, wouldas.
That's right.
You know, when the Lord calls me home, I want to be like, look, I did everything that I could have done.
Yeah. And with that, we're gonna take a break and listen to some of these jams while y'all go get y'all some coffee and I get me some of this water over here. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Power Plug Radio, home of your throwback jams.
just talking about some branding and services and adding pieces to the puzzle of your business, and
Yeah,
That's
that's
it.
important. Just reinventing
growth.
yourself.
Growing,
Reinventing yourself and taking it to the next level, not getting stagnant, and all those things are really important when you're, growing and all of those different things. So yeah. What I was gonna say, did we talk? Oh yeah, we talked about it. Never mind. Okay, so the Grammy Awards is happening, which Grammys usually happen by now. So Grammy Awards is happening, and Bruno Mars is performing. Anderson Paak, yeah, I don't know him. Isn't that
Okay.
Halle Berry's boyfriend?
No, I ain't know they. I didn't hear that.
Oh, I
I mean,
thought
I
so.
I did see her, but I don't think that was Anderson.
Oh. I know she had a boyfriend that was. Oh, never mind. He married. Let me stop telling them lies. I know she's with some type of artist. And he had a strange name. But I don't even know him. What is he? What is he saying?
Anderson.
Yeah.
He's pretty good. He's creeping up on the scene now.
Okay.
I can't think of that one song that's really good, but it's a lot of people that done collaborated with them.
Okay.
And I enjoy his music. That's
Yeah, he's a rap rock guy.
Rap rock.
Yeah, that's like some new stuff.
All right. Well,
He got some. He got.
like it though.
It's tight. It's straight.
I'm gonna check it out. In honor of Women's Month, Michelle Obama is actually going to be inducted into the National Women's Hall of Fame.
That's some awesome sauce.
Yeah. So, says when our forever First Lady Michelle Obama said, "When they go low, we go high." She truly meant that. The official induction ceremony will take place in October. She will be inducted alongside several other inductees, include Octavia Butler, Judy Chicago, Katherine Johnson, Joy Harjo. Don't know any of these people. Mia Hamm. I know Mia Hamm. Emily Howland and Indra Nooyi. The National Women's Hall of Fame said in a press release, during her 8 years as First Lady, Michelle Obama, she helped create the most welcoming and inclusive White House in history, transforming the White House into the people's house. Since leaving the White House, she has continued to have a profound public impact.
That's what's up.
What I like about Michelle,
Kudos.
Michelle is the prime example of what it means to be a strong woman, a leader, and have the ability and possessing the ability to manage mom and boss.
Yeah, she got that balance now.
And wife. Because, when we think of strong black women who are in charge, Michelle Obama comes to mind. But then she also has that, deference to her husband, and he has deference to her. Like, the coolest thing ever is, when her book came out and she started doing her tour, seeing him come out with flowers and, being the support, and the roles changed. And I think that takes a lot for a man like Barack, and that says a lot about his love for his wife. Like, I was the leader of the free world,
Yeah.
and now I'm taking the back role so my wife can have the
I
spotlight.
love their relationship.
It's beautiful. It's
Love
beautiful.
him some Michelle,
It is
boy.
beautiful. It is a true example that two powerful people can coexist when done right.
Yeah, that's true. And that's a beautiful thing, like you were saying. In the book, she was just talking about how she was able to set aside, like you were saying, just set aside her own personal, goals to help Obama reach his. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And there's nothing wrong with that, because again, we have to realize the big picture, right? And the big picture is, if you're in a situation and it's not for everybody's circumstance. It could be the wife, or it could be the husband, but in that particular situation, she seen the potential in her husband and where his potential could get him, and that was becoming president. And you know, she had the belief in that, and you know, that was something that was very, you know, powerful for him. You know, and that's what kind of like pushed him to another level. And that's what I think people don't realize. Michelle Obama was Barack's boss,
or something like that.
boss at one point. He used to have to answer to her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So she, for her to be his boss, you know, then get into a relationship with him, marry him, and then, you know, help him to become president. That was all, you know, orchestrated by both of them. I mean, it was a great plan, great strategy, and it shows you what two people can do once they work together.
Yeah.
That was his, you know, that was his real backbone right there. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. So behind every good man is a good woman. You know what I mean? That's what they say. So
And vice versa.
and vice versa. So right now, Barack is doing that for Michelle. You know, being her rock, and you know, letting her do her thing. So, you know, that's how it's supposed to go in these relationships. However, you know, people get selfish and start to look at days and hours like years. You know what I'm saying? When you go to be looking like hours like they're years, and a month like it's a year, you know, shortening your time, your happiness, your joy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, you're taking away from the experience of the relationship. You're taking away from the meaningfulness of the relationship. So be mindful of that, people. When you're in these relationships, allow your experiences to last, just like you allow those, you know, moments where you're upset to linger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People don't live in their joy long enough, I don't think. That's one of the things that's wrong with us, is we allow our joy to be, you know, our you know, that fire to be put out so easily. You gotta live in whatever your experiences are. You know what I'm saying? And be grateful and happy that you were able to do those things. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing that we tend to lack, is how to stay grateful, stay happy. You know what I'm saying? Because we always want to, you know, find some problem, issue, an excuse or something to put us right back in a position or space where, you know, our mental, you know, we have to continue to, you know, fight amongst ourselves. We don't know the biggest demon is in our own head. It's in your own head.
That's true.
You know, so.
What they call it, self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah.
You know, the things you speak, how you feel, all of those things tend to manifest. And so the things that we fear most that's going to happen ends up happening because we do things to cause it to happen.
Yep.
It's just, yeah. It's tough. That's why, you know, we're always pushing going to therapy.
Yep.
Because therapy helps you sort out a lot of those things. And, you know, therapy helps you, you know, really change your life in so many positive ways. And it can be scary. Like, who wants to go and talk about, you know, their difficult childhood or, you know, whatever? Who wants to talk about that, right? And as scary as that is, the sooner you do that, the sooner you'll be able to start to walk in a level of freedom.
Right.
And for some, you know, going to a few sessions is enough. But depending on how traumatic your experience has been, you know, you might need to be in therapy for a little bit. But the sooner you're able to do that, the more rewarding your relationships will be.
That's true. That's true.
So that's my, you know, that's why I'm always encouraging people to go to therapy. And I say it just because it's something that I had to do. and I noticed how it has changed my life, and it's still changing my life because I still have a lot of work to do. But I am definitely not as angry as I used to be.
Angry.
I used to be a very angry person. Very angry. Because of the things that have, were done to you done to me. And then when you look at, I always tell people the worst thing you can tell a child is stay in a child's place, be seen, not heard. Because if a child never gets the opportunity to speak, use their voice, and learn how to be heard, what do you think happens when they become an adult? They don't know how to stand up for themselves. They don't know how to, because they haven't had that practice. A lot of things we do in childhood is practice for what happens as an adult. And so that's really important. Healing is really important. And we talked about this before, how the healing process is ugly. People try to make healing look like it's this beautiful thing.
It's not. All type of stuff come out in healing.
Right. Like, just got a wound when it's healing. It gets really ugly before it gets pretty.
Yeah, people don't want to go through that ugly stage. It's just like trying to grow dreads.
I'm just about to say
It's just like trying to grow dreads, man. You get through this, or a beard. See, because I want to grow my beard back eventually, right? But then when I start growing, it get to that ugly stage. I'd be like, man, I'm gonna cut this junk off because I don't like it. You know what I'm saying?
It's to the other side.
Yeah,
When you
you
get
know?
to the other side,
Trust
that
in the
thing is,
process.
whew,
All
right now.
I'm trying to get, but then at the end of the day, it's just like, man, it's gonna take me 5 years to get my beard how I want to get it. Do I want to wait that long? Do I want to wait 3 years or whatever? You know what I'm saying?
It's been 3 years doing
That
it.
ugly stage, boy.
But
Wow.
the thing is, but that's the thing.
And then you walking around, you supposed to be professional, but you looking all, people be looking at you like, you need to cut that. You need to cut that. Because it don't grow. Because it don't grow how you want it to grow. You know what I'm saying? Or the coarseness of my hair, it curls up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I want that straight, but I got to put a relax in it for that to happen.
You got to put a relaxer.
You put people. These dudes be putting relaxers in their beards to get
I
them
didn't know
straight.
that, but now you really gonna have some problems. Ooh,
Nah, I ain't doing it. I'm just saying people do
they
it.
come burnt up.
Oh yeah, yeah. So I used to do Beijing back in the day. When I put the Beijing in my beard to darken it up, man, my face used to be blowed up like elephant, man.
because you was
swollen
allergic
up.
to it.
Yeah, allergic to it. Allergic to it. I'm talking about face swole up. They be like elephant, man. I'm like, damn, I'm never putting that back on my face again, man. But when I first started, I could do it.
We should test it.
No, when I first started out doing this stuff, I could do it.
Right.
And then it just became too much. It was like, man, I don't know. My skin just couldn't take it no more. Skin couldn't take it. It's like with I used to go to when you get locked up, they give you Magic Shave, Blue Magic.
Ooh, that smells funny.
Magic Shave.
They
I
give you
like Magic Shave.
They give you Blue Magic. It's
It
called Blue
stinks.
Magic.
See, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Magic Shave stinks, but let me tell you, Magic Shave get the job done.
Paige done use some of that on that bikini.
Melly.
I use Magic
Bikini?
Shave all the time.
Bikini?
Well, I have to use it on my face because I have a condition that causes me to grow a beard. So I
Okay.
could literally have like a long beard. Yes, it is.
Oh, you could be-
PCOS awareness, y'all.
Oh man.
Polycystic ovarian syndrome. It's a hormone disorder. And it causes women to have way more testosterone than most women should.
Right.
And so with that, it causes the worst hair growth. Like as a kid, I always had a little mustache, little mustache, whatever. But as a woman, I'm like, I could grow a full beard and mustache. And it's crazy. Like if you go research it, like some women just embrace it. That won't ever be me. I'd be walking around with a full beard and mustache. And I used to be really embarrassed about it. But hey, it is what it is. And there's no cure for it, unfortunately. You can exercise and eat healthy. They suggest you take metformin, but that jacks up your stomach. But PCOS, it actually can cause infertility. A lot of those women who be on my 600-pound life, they suffer from PCOS because it makes it very difficult to lose weight. And also it causes hair growth everywhere, like I said, like a man. And then it also causes anxiety and depression. As you get older, it causes memory loss. That's why I be over here like, I can't remember, y'all. And it gets scary as I get older. But it causes a lot of different things. And 1 in 4 women have it. A lot of people don't know because you have different forms. Like Keke Palmer actually has it, okay. And that's why she has such terrible acne. Because it causes really bad acne, and it can be one of the reasons why I think it causes anxiety and depression is because when you're talking about acne and facial hair and stuff like that,
it causes an issue.
Yeah, it like plays into your psyche, and it puts you at risk for diabetes and heart disease. And it causes insulin resistance. So if you see a lot of women with PCOS, like we tend to have big stomachs, it's really hard to get rid of it because like how men carry their weight in their stomach. As they get older, that's what happens. So you it's not that you transform into a man or anything like that. You just have a lot more testosterone. And so it's a balancing act, trying to figure out the right eating regimen, the right exercise regimen, because even exercising too much can exasperate the issues.
Oh man!
So it can be very painful.
Tiring. Trying to figure out the right stuff.
Exactly, trying to figure out the right balance, of. There's some days where I'm taking like 13 to 15 supplements. Just trying to balance in the right way without having to take birth control and metformin and all those different things. And so it's crazy because a lot of doctors are like, oh, well, the easiest way to get over it is to lose weight and eat healthy. And then we over here like, no, that's not true. Right. So there's still not like clear research to say like, how do you treat it? It just depends on each person. I can say for me, I had it under control at the best when I was working out 3 times a day, but that's not sustainable. I don't have that time. I don't have that. So it's just kind of trying to figure out that balance. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's rough on its own right there. For the mental, trying to figure that out.
Yeah, it is. And then it can be really painful too. It causes like I can sleep for 15 hours and still be tired. Super tired, super painful. It's a lot, and you will be surprised how many women have it and think it's something else.
Wow.
Yeah.
Think it's something else.
They may think it's something else. Like I know my cousin has it. I have another friend that has. Like the crazy thing is, like when I say 1 in 4, I've met so many women on my journey who've had it, and they're like, "Oh, you got it too?" Like, yeah. And so actually, was it February? I think February was PCOS Awareness Month, I think, and so they were like doing a lot of different like seminars and things like that, and more information is coming out about it now. But women who suffer from like infertility, they're overweight and can't figure out why, hair growth. It also causes male pattern baldness. So I'm losing my hair, y'all. I figured out when I was 24. I was like, what? I got a bald spot. What's going on here? Right. So I mean, it's crazy. Like it's so.
Is that hereditary?
What? Male pattern baldness.
Just the issue.
Male pattern baldness is hereditary, but in my case, it's happening because of my condition.
Okay.
The condition.
Is that condition hereditary?
Yes. It actually can be passed on from your father's side of the family. Wow. So you're actually born with it.
Okay.
And there are certain things in life that trigger it, but yeah, you're actually born with it.
Oh.
No cures, no ways to get rid of it.
I know it's
You can't get no hair growth oil. That don't work.
Now I don't, I haven't done a lot of research because it's not bad, especially because I don't do like relaxers and stuff. So I haven't. Some people have said like Jamaican black castor oil and different things have happened. My biggest challenge has been the facial hair.
Okay.
And I tried. The only permanent hair removal process is electrolysis, but that is the worst. So for people who don't know what electrolysis is, it's actually a needle that is attached to an electrode, whatever, and they're actually sticking the needle in each hair follicle and shocking the hair follicle until it falls out. So imagine the amount of hair follicles you have in your face, and then imagine what that feels like. They can give you like numbing cream or whatever, but I did the process for about 2 or 3 months and it was working, but you have to do it like consistently, and it was just too painful, and it was like starting to affect my mental health. And so I just like every time I would go and I'm sitting there and I'm feeling this pain, and then I would just start crying and I get so angry. And I was like, yeah, no. So it got to the point where I stopped trying to hide it. And I'm like, of course I'm not going to walk around with a beard because that's not what I want to do. But I don't also like do hair removal every single day because I want to keep my skin intact. So you'll catch me with some hair on my face like today. And it is what it is. I mean, it's like if you're close, you will. Yeah. But even in relationships, never know. I've started to be transparent about that because I didn't like for men to touch my face. And that's a very intimate thing, touching my face, but I didn't want them to be like, oh, she got a beard or, hair stubble. But I just started being transparent about it. Like, hey, this is a condition I have. I can't do anything about it. You can either accept the hair that's growing on my face or not, because I'm going to tell you now, you're going to feel some stubble. It is what it is, and I'm not going to destroy my skin trying to stay within beauty standards, because a lot of women, and I'm very lucky, a lot of women have gone through hell and high water trying to remove the hair with waxing and different things, and they have like thick black hair because it makes the hair come more resilient. So thick black hair coming through, they got all the black scars and things on their face. I don't want that. So I'm like, if I gotta walk away around some hair on my face to preserve my skin, then so be it. And whoever I'm with, hey, take me as I am.
Straight up.
I know I had a guy that I was dating one time. He was like, well, I guess we gonna just be in the mirror shaving our face together. I was like, see, I like the way you think.
Shaving together.
And that's the thing, like, we have to be cognizant of what people are going through, what silent conditions that they're suffering with. And, we have these standards of beauty and we try to make people fall within this, but we don't know what someone's going through. Like, like my mom, for instance, I was super proud of her. My mom has Graves' disease, so same thing as Missy Elliott. And so my mom's bald. And so for so long, she's worn like wigs and wigs and wigs. And I was so proud of her the day that she posted on Facebook, like, it's hot. I ain't wearing no wig. Y'all about to get this shiny bald head today. And my aunt, who also has Graves' disease, she just did that same thing for her birthday, like last week, I think. And she was like, it is what it is. I'm tired of these wigs. I'll put it on when I want to, but when I don't want to, y'all getting the bald head today. And so I just think it's really important for women to just embrace who they are in whatever condition that you have and just own it.
Yeah,
I agree.
The load to be lifted.
Yeah, because it's stressful trying to conform and trying to, I got to look this way and I got to do and whatever. It's just like, hey,
it's not organic
it is what it is.
It's hard. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, as long as you got that, you should be straight.
And I think, when you do find yourself with some type of condition, like spreading awareness is also really important because people don't know what they don't know. So I used to be like really like, I ain't gonna say nothing, but I've decided to just talk about it every when I have the opportunity to, because it may be people who have it who don't know,
right.
Especially when it comes to infertility. And does that mean that you're sterile? Not necessarily. It just means that you may have to get your hormones in order through diet, exercise, supplements, different things like that to help
Extra
you.
steps that you got to take.
Yeah, it's definitely a few steps you probably have to take, but thing is just knowing that it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You know, that it's possible.
Yeah.
But another thing is being consistent with it.
Yeah.
Not giving up on it. You gotta just continue to try it. Try what works. Make sure you do your research, and
And what works for you, someone else may not work for you.
Right.
And knowing that and not getting discouraged and be like, oh, this doesn't work. Like, me being vegan was cool, but because of the fact that with PCOS, you cannot have a large carb intake. I mean, you can do like whole carbs and stuff like that, but you can't do a large carb intake. So it made it really difficult because now I'm eating carbs. I'm like black beans. I'm eating black beans all the time. I'm like, oh, they're high in protein, but they also high in carbs. And so I had to readjust and say, okay, I need more protein in my diet. The healthiest I ever was in life, and I'm trying to get back there, is when I cut out beef and pork. But I was still eating chicken and seafood regularly and doing a lot of like brown rice, brown pasta, and meal prepping because it's all about portion control. So they actually recommend with PCOS to maintain your weight is 1,200 calories a day, which that's not much. That's not much. And so... but in order to do that, like if you want to eat more, you just have to up your exercise regimen. So I'm trying to create that margin in my life so I can get back to that. The gym is calling my name. And so I'm really trying to get back to that because, being physically healthy affects your mental health as well. And so that's really important. But what I've also learned is to exercise for health and nothing else.
Yeah.
We exercise for goals. Yeah. Oh, I want to lose weight. I want to lose weight, which that's the story of my life. I've had this love-hate relationship with my weight. And all my life I felt that I was fat because I had a big stomach. But then when I go back and look at other pictures, I'm like, oh, I was really skinny. But it just kind of plays. It plays with your mind.
Just like people go through weight loss surgery.
Yeah.
They don't see that they're small.
Right.
They still this big, huge person.
Yeah, and I have a bad habit of, like, especially now because we can't try clothes on. I have a bad habit of feeling, because you walk around like bloated and inflamed a lot, so you feel bigger than you really are.
Right.
So I don't realize that I'm not big as I think I am until I put on clothes that I buy that are bigger, and I'm like, oh, this is too big. Like, why am I doing this? But it's how I feel.
Right.
So it's a really hard thing. Yeah.
It really is. That mind is powerful, boy.
Now, when you talk about the mind, it's definitely powerful.
Yep, and we're going to dig in that when we get back from break. All right, bye.
You're listening to Power Plug Radio. Home of your throwback jams. You're listening to Power Plug Radio. Home of your throwback jams.
All right. And we back. And this is Throwback Thursday.
Yes, y'all. It's
Throwback Thursday.
So let me give you our what happened on March 11th in Black History today. You know, because we still give Black History on this show throughout the year. So that's how we do. Okay. So today is actually the birthday of Ralph David Abernathy. He's a minister and civil rights leader. He was born in Marengo County, Alabama. He was ordained as a Baptist minister in 1948. And in 1951, he led the First Baptist Church in Montgomery. A prominent figure of the civil rights movement, he was a close ally of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and he joined forces with King to organize the iconic Montgomery bus boycott in 1955 and appearing alongside him at many other demonstrations. If I'm not mistaken, so he passed away in April 17, 1990 in Atlanta from complications resulting from blood clots in his heart and lungs. Yeah. We actually have in Birmingham, if I'm not mistaken. Is it the wait? Hold on, I don't want to make it up now. It's something named after him in Birmingham. I want to say it's the airport, but I may be wrong.
The airport.
I don't know. It's something.
So people, let's talk about this real quick. Today is March 11th, right? People, I'm not one of them, but if you are deciding to go ahead and get your COVID-19 vaccines, right? Today is a day that you can go and get your vaccine if you're planning on getting your vaccine. Thursday, March 11th and Friday, March 12th, from 1 to 4 p.m., you can go to CHCP, which is, they will be taking walk-ups at 3 locations. So CHCP is an organization that does, which is Community Health Centers of Pinellas. We'll be taking walk-ups at 3 locations for COVID-19 vaccines for qualified individuals. I don't know what qualified individuals mean. I guess you got to be coughing or something. I don't know. But
Have some symptoms.
yeah, have some symptoms. But it says you can go get your COVID vaccines at Pinellas Park Center. That is 7550 43rd Street North, Pinellas Park. You can go to Clearwater Center, 707 Jewett Road, East Clearwater. Johnny Ruth Clark Center at 1344 22nd Street South. That's a little bit closer to everybody I know. But yeah, you can go do that today. It says pre-K through 12 teachers and child care workers of any age must bring school ID along with Florida ID and insurance card. Firefighters and law enforcement officers 50 years or older must bring badge along with Florida ID and insurance card. Anyone 65 years or older must bring Florida ID or proof of Florida residency along with insurance card. Vulnerable populations 18 years old and older must bring in Florida ID, proof of residency, insurance card, and prescription form, doctor's note, completed by the provider. Wow, so
They're
that's
not
just
playing the radio. You
healthcare personnel with direct patient contact must bring in company badge, proof of employment, along with Florida ID and insurance card. So you don't have to have insurance to receive a vaccine. Vaccines are provided at no cost to the patient. All right. So it says, I consider the facts. There are more than 60,600 reported cases of COVID-19 in Pinellas County. 60,600. More than 25% of these cases are African American. White people are currently being vaccinated at 3 times the rate of black and brown people. Vaccine side effects are minimal. Vaccine effectiveness is 90 to 95%. Vaccine does not contain the COVID-19 virus. The science behind the vaccine is nothing like the tragic Tuskegee experiments, and there are no scanners being injected. The nation will reach immunity quicker if I help. Wise people I know and trust have recommended it. Taking the shot further protects my friends and loved ones. So, there it is. If you're deciding on taking the vaccine, there you go. That's something that, that's going to be an individual, personal choice for the individual.
Absolutely. I actually have a friend going today. My best friend had it. I have a friend going today. I know a lot of people that have gotten it.
Yeah, that's wonderful. That's what's up, man. I mean, to each his own, man. I'm not knocking it. If that's something that you want to do, go ahead and do that. Protect yourself and make yourself feel safer by taking that vaccine if that's something that you want to do. Also, we have the St. Pete Youth Farm Women's History Month Community Work Day. That is Saturday, March the 27th from 10 to 12. Come on out to the St. Pete Youth Farm and help out on Saturday, March 27th. Also, we have community garden classes for beginners at the St. Pete Youth Farm. If you guys want to come out and learn how to do some gardening, you can do that on Wednesday, March 10th. Well, that just happened. So you can come out on March 20th from 9 to 11. That's Saturday, March 20th from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Also, Wednesday, March 24th from 6 p.m. to 7:30. Saturday, April 3rd from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Yes, come on out to the St. Pete Youth Farm and help out in the garden with Rob Greenfield. All right?
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Get your green thumb on.
Get your green thumb on. Also, we have a book club is having another donation from Junior League of St. Pete.
Okay.
Yes,
they're doing a donation.
We're doing a drive.
Okay.
They're doing a drive for us right now. And yeah, we just want to thank them for, the donations that they're, the book drive that they kicked off on March 8th. Yeah, so anybody that wants to check out the shopping list is, for the book club is www.jlspbookdrive.com. And it is their 90th year of service.
Tonio, put that in the comments for us.
Yeah, that is their 90th year of service. And they've been around for a long time. They actually helped a lot of organizations. When I found out who the heck they helped get started, it was more so like people like JWB, what's some other ones that they helped get started that are big right now? I can't call them all off, but I know that they helped a lot of different organizations grow. And become a lot bigger than them. But, anyway, just want to just say thank you for all the support that we're getting for the book club. If you go to my Facebook page, you'll see the flyer for the donations and things like that. But I just also dropped the link inside of the comments. So if anybody wants to donate some books or anything like that, you can do that. All right.
Perfect.
Sounds good. One thing I did want to add is that there have been some new CDC guidelines for the vaccine. So for those who have been vaccinated, fully vaccinated individuals, so those who have gotten the 2 shots, they can gather in small groups indoors without masks, and they can visit low-risk unvaccinated people from a single household. However, continuing to wear masks and practice social distancing when in medium and large groups is strongly advised. Additionally, guidelines regarding travel remain unchanged.
So 3 days before, how they when you're traveling,
Yeah,
they want you to do a test 3 days before.
Yep.
All right now.
Yep.
I mean, I gotta get ready to do that soon. Okay.
Yes, y'all. That's where it's at, y'all.
That's where it's at.
So I don't know. I'm kind of like,
On the fence.
huh?
On the fence.
Yeah,
What, getting the vaccine or
yeah.
just the feelings of
Because
about
I'm
it?
not a vaccine person,
Right.
but I'm so ready to get back to regular life.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm there too, on the fence. And then, like I said, I take care of my dad, so I worry about him
Yeah.
and making sure we don't bring anything to him.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't have him out like that, but so I get it.
Yeah. So,
But mask up, people.
yeah.
Do what you're supposed to do. Keep yourself safe.
Yep.
So what's going on tomorrow? What do we have tomorrow?
Tomorrow is just Freestyle Friday. Who knows what comes up? What's going to happen throughout the day that we can talk about tomorrow. You never know.
We might have a special guest pop up in on us tomorrow.
I'm glad we're here.
No,
it's Leslie tomorrow.
Oh yeah, it is Leslie.
there it is.
Leslie will be here tomorrow.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. See, I
Talk
knew
about
somebody
shop
was coming
talk.
tomorrow.
She has the shop talk that she does. So, she'll get us hip to that. And shoot. With that being said, this is Power Plug in the morning, guys.
Power Plug Radio.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Have a wonderful day out there.
See
We'll
you
see y'all
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
All right, peace out.
Peace.
You're listening to Power Plug Radio. Home of your throwback jams.
Y'all niggas got me hot.